Hi everybody, Kenza here, and today I'm going to be doing a review slash swatches slash tutorial of the not new but newly restocked Violet Voss X Laura Lee palette, or really it's the palette that Laura Lee created with Violet Voss. Now, I've never tried Violet Voss Cosmetics before. It's a very new brand, like, for me to try. I really liked a lot of the looks that Laura Lee created that I saw from this palette, but I didn't get a chance to buy it when she initially launched it, so I decided to get it with the restock. Now, when they restocked it, they did different packaging. The other packaging was matte black. This one is holographic. I'm sure you can see it on camera. You can also see my grubby little fingerprints all over it. The back just has Laura Lee's giant signature all over it. So we're going to just jump right into this and, like, start with it. So the first time I touched it was when I did this makeup look that you see right here, which we'll get to in a little bit. But so I hadn't swatched it yet. I still haven't swatched it yet. And so the first time I really got to play with it was just a little bit ago when I did this look. So I'm going to jump straight to the tutorial, and then we can get back for kind of my review and then swatches of the full palette. We're going to go in with this, so I haven't touched it. I have not swatched it yet. I already have my primer potion on. I did my foundation and my brows. I just really wanted to focus on the makeup, the eyes today. I obviously don't have the rest of my face done because I really don't have any idea where I'm going with this makeup look today. I'm also sorry because my dog is barking and he won't stop barking. I think to start, I have a bit of a dirty brush here. I'm just going to be taking a double-ended brush by Urban Decay, and I'm going to be taking Basic just to kind of set all of my my primer. So this is really not for any purpose other than to get some of the tackiness out of my primers. I'm going to go in with a really tiny blending brush. This is the Luxie 237 blending brush. I'm going to go in the shade with the shade Britches. It's like bitches, except not. So we're just going to go in with that in the crease. Okay, so nice build up to this. Just a nice transition color, really nothing to it. That's all I really wanted to do with that shade. Now I want to go in with the shade, I think we're going to keep this more, my last look was really warm, so I think we're going to try, I don't know, we're just going to go with this. Anyways, I'm going to go in with the shade Whiskers, which is just kind of a cooler brown tone shade. Same brush, because we're just going into the crease. Oh wow, that's nice and pigmented. Good combination of colors. I love palettes where I can really just use one palette, because when I travel, I do like to have, you know, access to a good variety of shades. So I always love to have a lot of versatility in just one palette. So I really like these two shades together. They create a really, really nice tone. Now I'm going to take a Royal & Langnickel BX95 brush, and I'm going to take Bubs, which is like just a little bit deeper of a brown, and go in just right along the outer corner area and up into the crease a bit, just for a nice deep smoky effect. And then we're going to take that brush we were using before and blend it. And then just take this brush and just blend it out nicely. This really doesn't need to be too neat, just kind of sloppy. Nice deep crease. Now for the fun shades. And I've heard that works better with your fingers, so I'm probably going to go with my fingers and maybe use a denser brush later. So I think I'm going to go in, we're going to go in with Smashly. That's what we're going to do. I'm just going to take my finger. Oh, this is very teal. Woo! And we're just going to pat that on the eye. So really just kind of trying to get that on there, on the lid nicely. These are like butter. We're going to take it all the way into the inner corner. Now, putting this on a brush, this is getting a little bit of fallout, not a lot, which is nice. But just so you know, I'm going to go back in with, what color was that, like, warmest shade? I'm going to go back in with Birchers, and just kind of warm up this inner part a bit, just for a little bit of warmth. So now I'm just going to take a bit of Whispers and a bit of Whiskers, like a, I don't know, it's spelled funny. Anyways, and just kind of taper it into this color a bit. Okay, so now we're going to go in with something really like on the, that's not a noise, on the lower lash line. And I'm thinking of either using Rammer Jammer or 1989, and I'm thinking 1989. This is a crown brush, a Crown C513. I thought I had it, I didn't. First, before we take 1989, I'm going to take a bit of Britches. This is such a hard palette to like remember all the names and stuff because she's got all these cute like southern names. But we want something fun under there too. So we are going to take 1989 like I just said and just build it under there. So I'm just going to take a bit of Whiskers and Bubs and just put it in the outer corner just to help with that transition from this outer corner to the lower lash line outer corner. Just a nice smooth transition. So now I'm going to finish up the face and then I will be back with my review, or yeah, we'll continue to the review. Yeah, you guys know what I mean. Okay, bye-bye. Alright, so here's the finished look. So if you were wondering, I am wearing Leo lipstick by Jeffree Star, because of course I don't know the name of that. And my eyelashes are number 20 Farah, number 12 Farah. I wasn't even close, by HudaBeauty. So yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed that. So my review on the palette. Now, for the most part, I did watch a few reviews of this, and a lot of people did not really like this palette, which I was, now having used it for myself, I'm actually quite shocked. They said the mattes were like underwhelming and not well performing, and I really don't see a problem with the mattes. I mean, you can see from my tutorial, like, I had no problem blending all these colors for my like crease shade. I really had no issue with them. I mean, I did use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the mattes. I mean, and that's quite a bit of the mattes in this palette. And I really didn't see a problem with them at all, how they performed, any of that kind of stuff. So whoever said they were underwhelming, just, I would really honestly use it. I really had no problem with this. I thought they were really pigmented and they blended like a charm. So I don't see anything wrong with those. The next thing I wanted to mention were the shimmer slash foil shades. Yoshi's definitely a duochrome, and it's got more of a, it comes off more of a brown, and this definitely comes off more of as like a teal shade, as you can see that's on my lid right now. I would definitely recommend using your finger if you want to get the most color payoff, but you can also use like a really dense synthetic brush and that'll work fine. Because for my lower lash line, I have 1989 on there, and I just use this little like synthetic brush for my under eye area, and it worked great, which, oh, I just dug my nail into one of my shades. Oh god, that sucks. So I really didn't have any problems with any of the shades in this palette that I use. They all applied really well. They all blended really well. Their color payoff is absolutely incredible. I really didn't see a problem with this palette, like any problems that I was seeing some other YouTubers review about it. So if you were like worried by watching reviews of this palette, I honestly would just say, I know it is expensive, but if you really like the colors, honestly, just do it. It is a palette where I don't have a lot of colors like this in my collection. I mean, everybody's got like 500 million golds, but also the other day I went through all my golds and I was like, look at all the different variations of gold you can get. It's incredible. So really, it's different. I don't have this many foiled shades in my collection, which is actually really awesome to have in my collection. And I don't have any browns that even resemble what Fried looks like, which is actually a really beautiful shade for you guys. So yeah, so that's my thoughts on the palette is it's freaking amazing. So now we're going to go into the swatching. So let me change some camera angles for that. Alright, starting from left to right, the first shade we have is called Basic. It's just a regular matte white shade, nothing too special about it. Next shade we have is Sugar, which is a bit of a gold kind of champagne shade. Next is Prispat, which is a matte sherbet shade. Then we have Mama Bird, which is a nice orange shade. And the last shade is Ragamuffin, which is a little bit deeper than Mama Bird, but not a lot. Now the last two shades did swatch a little bit chalky, but I don't think that they would be terrible on the lid considering I didn't have any other issues with any of the other colors. So that is the first row. Alright, so here's the second row of shades. The first one we have is Laura Lee, which is a sherbet duochrome shade that has a pink reflect to it. The next shade we have is called Tickled Pink, which is, as you guessed it, kind of like a pretty champagne-y pink foiled shade. The next one we have is Hissy Fit, which is a gold bronze foiled shade. Next is Biddy, which is a copper foiled shade. And last but not least is 1988, which is a more of a peachy toned orange color with a pink and gold reflect to it. Ooh. Alright, this is the third row we have here. The first shade is called Fleeky, which is a gold foiled shade. It's a little bit more yellow than a gold that you would normally see. The next shade is Britches, which is a very nice cool toned brown shade. Warm toned brown shade, sorry. Fried is next, and that is a cool toned brown shade. Really a unique brown that I absolutely love. Next is Yoshi, which is a duochrome color that has green reflex to it, but really appears brown when you first swatch it. Definitely there's colors by Urban Decay and MAC that both resemble this. And last but not least is Rammer Jammer, which is a beautiful burgundy wine-colored foiled shade. So that is the third row. Alright, and here is the last row. Now first off we have Alabama, which is a nice deep terracotta brown shade, matte. And then we have Whiskers, which is a nice brown color, kind of like a lighter chocolate colored brown, also matte. Next we have Bubs, which is a very cool tone, deep chocolate matte brown. Next we have Smashly, which is a beautiful teal foiled color that kind of has a lighter teal reflect to it. And last but not least we have Lou, which is a nice basic deep matte black. So those are the swatches. Like I said, a few of the mattes feel like they're chalky, but they by no means like apply that way, because I hadn't like touched like any of the shadows except for Smashly while I was doing my tutorial. I just didn't. Sorry, all the swatches are still on my arm right now. But I really think this is such a great palette. Honestly, some of these do feel a bit chalky, but like I said, these ones, these two I swatched down here felt really chalky, and they applied so nicely on my lid. So I really don't think that just by feeling these, you can really judge them. Definitely, they blended so beautifully. Even if you have a problem with them feeling chalky, if you can look past it, definitely still a great palette. I think the color range for this is absolutely like beautiful, and you can create some really warm but even a little bit cooler toned looks as well. I think it's a great palette. 2 thumbs up from me. So yeah, if you guys like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, and make sure you subscribe to my channel. Make sure you look at my previous video, because I don't even know what it is, because I don't know what I'm uploading first. So just check what my previous video is. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you want to see more of me, you should definitely subscribe, because I'm cool and I'm awesome. And come join the fun makeup party that we got going on here. Also, make sure you guys give this video a like, just because it lets me know that you like what I'm doing, and that you are enjoying it and that you're watching and you're awesome. So I really am bad at outros, guys. So yeah, make sure you guys check like links below. I'm gonna have all of my makeup listed below that I use because I know this wasn't really a full tutorial. It was more just focusing on the eyes. So just, yeah, check below for all the links and stuff. But thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!